Freddie, enjoy the show. And I think right now, Kiki, are you out there? Where'd Kiki go?
I'm out here. Can you hear me, everyone?
Okay. Let's see what Kiki's up to.
I'm over here on the side of our booth where we have one of the Z1 workstations with the NevronMotion Plugin, and we also have one of the Microsoft Kinect cameras hooked up. And you can see I'm actually just walked right in where many of our attendees can do the same, and you can play around here with NevronMotion. Of course, NevronMotion brings powerful and easy motion capture and retargeting tools directly to Lightwave. You guys better pay attention to this next demo because we're going to be giving away a free Microsoft Kinect camera and the NevronMotion plugin. So everybody get ready, and please welcome to the stage Lino Grande and Dave Vrba for NevronMotion. Give it up! Woohoo!
Hello, hello. Well, hi, I'm Dave, and 11.6 is Lightwave's most advanced version, and I'm here to introduce a new plugin for Lightwave 11.6 called NevronMotion. This plugin offers retargeting and motion capture with the Kinect device. Now, one of the most complex problems about dealing with motion capture data is getting it onto your characters. There's a tedious process where you have to deal with external tools and going back and forth and back and forth. And basically, what we have in NevronMotion is a simple tool that's all done in layout, in Lightwave, that gets you all the way from start to finish. You do all the tweaking right there. Sometimes when you get motion capture data, it's not exactly tailored to your character. For example, your performer might be a nice 120-pound humanoid with markers all over them, but basically your character might be a 20-foot alien with 3-foot legs and weighing over 1,000 pounds. So how do you get that motion capture data onto your character? This is what's called retargeting. Basically capture, and you're puppeting your character with it. And what NevronMotion does is provide you with a control rig that allows you to do this.
Yeah.
Now, motion capture data comes in a variety of formats, FBX, BioVision, and from a variety of studios. And we've been kindly provided with presets to support some of the popular formats from Giant Studios, Motion Analysis, and House of Moves. And basically, you can also create your own presets. So you can customize it to your heart's content as well. Now, we also like to tell you basically how easy this process is. We have a video that I can talk over that shows a simple step process. Can we run that, please?
Video.
Thank you.
Nevron video.
The Nevron video coming up now. Basically, what you're going to be doing is loading up. There we go. So we have a NevronMotion control rig that you'll load up into your scene. That's what this is right here. And then you'll have a character that you'll add. Basically, you're going to adapt the NevronMotion control rig to your character, and then you're going to bring in your motion capture data. In this case, we're bringing in an FBX file. But we also support BVHs as well. That blue skeleton then is adapted to your character as well. And once you're all set, you'll go into the NevronMotion interface, adjust some settings, and hit retarget. And now your FBX file is controlling your character. Now you can do some overlay animations and tweak it some. Once you're happy with that, then you can bake it onto your character's rig and use it as a scene asset. So let's elaborate on that process.
Yeah.
And I'm going to introduce my good friend, Lino Grande.
Hey. Okay. So we can focus on my monitor. And what we have here is the Nevron rig. So this is the rig that you're going to adapt once and for all to your character. And of course, you can adjust the joints in symmetry.
So this is the NevronMotion control rig.
Yeah, you can scale the arms, everything to match your character.
Right, like I was saying, your character is not going to look like your motion capture performer.
Yeah, let's see a real example. We have this character. This is a character from a comic book, which is called Bounce.
Okay, bounce.
And has been modeled by Franchino Lupo. And the comic book, it's by David Messina and Joe Casey.
Can I get that comic book in the States here?
Yes, and it's selling really well.
Oh, wonderful.
So this is
Well,
really
that's nice
cool.
of them to provide
Absolutely.
that character to us.
Yeah. So basically what we can do is adapt our rigged character to the imported motion capture. This is an FBX motion capture file.
Okay.
So it's not a lot of work. You don't have to match them so
just rough it
precisely.
out.
Yeah. So next, once they are matching, we can open the NevronMotion UI. Here we have the source, the name of the source items,
Okay.
which are pretty standard.
So that would
Normally.
be the blue skeleton that you see
Yeah,
up there.
exactly. The motion capture data we are importing.
Okay, great.
And here we can find the corresponding names in our custom
So
rig.
this is the retargeting part, the
Yeah.
mapping of the rigs.
What is cool is that we can, of course we have presets here, so we can use a lot of different kind of motion capture data, BVH, FBX, and so on. But we can even create our custom retargeting. So we can change the names. Here we can select an item in the OpenGL view.
So if your rig doesn't match exactly some popular format,
Yeah.
you can customize it to match
Yeah,
that.
if the names don't match, you have to adapt it. For example, here, if we take a look at this FBX file, we may notice that the names of the bond names are not just hips, left up leg, and so on, but they have a prefix here, which is skeleton underscore V7. We can, if we try to retarget now, it's not going to work, of course, because the names are different. But what we can do really, really quickly is to add a prefix, skeleton V7.
So this motion capture data you imported wasn't exactly in a popular format,
Yeah.
so you're adapting NevronMotion to use it.
Exactly. So now we have changed all the names. If I hit on retarget, I got my character following the motion capture movement
Oh.
automatically.
So that
We
was
may
it.
notice something. In this case, the feet are not following exactly the motion capture data.
Oh, why is that?
That's because the proportion between the two characters are different. We can fix
okay.
that. We can fix that simply using a different method of retargeting, which implies using inverse kinematic. We will use it for the feet.
So the feet use the inverse kinematics.
Yeah, so we retarget again, and now we can see
So now the feet are looking nice.
the feet are matching. And as we have retargeted our character, we can notice how we have some magenta, some purple box appear.
Okay.
And
And what are those for?
we can use those to correct some animation. We can see a problem here. The first problem we can see is in the shoulders. We want them really to be a little more, wide. So we're going to move these
Yeah.
controllers, and this change is going to propagate along
So
the
this
whole
isn't.
animation.
This is not changing the motion capture data. This is just
Yeah.
adding to it.
We can even see a compenetration of the end here. So this is something else we can easily correct. Just rotating. So now the end is no more compenetrating. This is really, really useful because you have your motion capture data, but it's not static. You can animate a layer over the motion capture.
Right, like these little changes that you're making.
Yeah,
that's
you can add
over it.
variations. And so let's say we want this character, this bounce character, to look at us here. So I'm going to select these controls. Let's create a keyframe here, and let's say it's going to turn in about 6 frames towards us, it's looking at us. So now we have this kind of animation. And we can still keep the focus on us until we decide to come back to the original motion capture data. So if we play the animation now, we get something like this. starting really.
Well, that's really easy.
fast. Yes, absolutely. It's very useful. So you have one motion capture, and you can add infinite variation to that.
So do you have to do this same thing for every time, every motion capture?
Once we
file
have
you
the character rigged with our Nevron rig, that's done. You just have to import a motion capture.
You just
and
replace
assign
the
it.
source motion.
Exactly, and it's going to work.
Wonderful.
So it's pretty fast.
Okay, and then describe the baking process.
Yeah, yeah. We can, of course, bake the motion. And we can do two different kinds of baking. When we hit the bake button, we can decide first the range we want to bake, because we may need just a small part of the animation. Maybe we're working on games, or we need a loop, a walking cycle, or something like that. And we can choose to manipulate, to bake the controls. In that case, we can still vary the animation.
So you can still do that layer over it and make tweaks to it.
And of course, we can save a motion mixer clip to be used.
Oh, and motion mixer, cool.
Yeah, so we can stretch, which is a Lightwave feature, and you can use the clip to stretch the animation or to make it slower. Or we can bake to bonds, mostly for games, because you rarely.
So this
use
just
control
locks
for
it
them.
in. That locks in that motion for that asset.
Yeah, this is going to be really useful. So yeah, that's what NevronMotion is offering, which is, we're cutting out any other software from the process.
Right. This is just all within Lightwave.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
From start to finish. Right.
Yeah, that's absolutely something.
Now, I don't always
cool.
have access to a professional studio to do motion capture, though.
Yeah.
So this is where the Kinect sensor comes in. The Microsoft Kinect sensor comes in. You can do some basic performance capture of your skeleton and some facial features as well, and feed that into Lightwave through our virtual studio capabilities.
Let's show that.
You want to show?
Yeah, I'm going to load the Kinect skeleton we have created for NevronMotion, so you can work with the Microsoft Kinect.
So this is something that comes with NevronMotion as well.
Yeah. Yeah. The microphone here. I think it's tracking me. At the moment, it's tracking me. You should just rotate it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So make it blind. Oh, now it's you. Let's choose a different. So let's see what the Kinect is saying, because of course in Virtual Studio we have all the devices we can use. With NevronMotion you have the Kinect added. So let's open the Kinect options. So you can see it's doing facial recognition. And of course our Dave is tracked perfectly. What is cool is that I can don't move. I have to catch, don't move. I have to catch this and this. Let's say we are working on a character with incredible proportion like this. Okay, now you can move. So we can retarget any kind of creature, Oh, you're doing that so well, Dave. So we can resize any part, we can adapt any part to our character. And then we have two choices. We can record a take. Let's try to record, this monkey-like take using, using Virtual Studio. We have this one-shot option. Let's record about 8 seconds, something more, 7. Okay, are you ready? Allow, yeah, we're ready. Go. So now we're recording a take. We can record multiple takes and choose the one we like most. And, oh, Dave, you're so great. Next Planet of the Apes, it's yours. So we're done. Now I turn off the live option and turn on the play option so we can see the actual performance that Dave made. Again, we can record multiple takes and choose the one we like most.
In this case.
Yeah, this. Yeah. So what is cool is that you can use this data exactly as you would do for normal motion capture data to retarget your character, and of course you can use the Kinect to animate your character in real time. So let's show that. I think we can. I like this. I would like to record this. We will do that this afternoon again. So let's clear the scene and load the Kinect skeleton bounce scene, which shows the bounce character we showed before, animated in real time. This is really impressive. And then AB, we presented a character who was rigid, was a robot, so was, you know, a different kind of beast. Here we have an organic, oh, you're so sexy. We have an organic character, which performs pretty well, I have to say. And you can see the animation is pretty fluid. We're talking about the Kinect, the Microsoft Kinect. I mean, it's something you can easily have in your home and capture your performances. So this is pretty amazing, I have to say. Right? Okay.
Are there other things we can do with the Kinect as well? Hello.
Oh yeah. Of course.
There is also there are also other things you can do with the Kinect that don't have to do with the rig, but you can do this with NevronMotion as well because it comes with this device driver.
I want to show this thing because it's really interesting. I want to show the nodes we have. Okay. Let's just. I don't need this. Where is the contribute? Contribute. I want the nodes. Where are the nodes? Nodes. Okay, I can select any node I use for, like this one. Okay. Let's open the motion option. Okay, let's see this because this is really interesting. Let's open. Those are all nodes that we have created to control this skeleton. So this is the Kinect node, the Kinect dedicated node. We can support up to 2 skeletons for now. And you have all the available controls here. So you can connect the movement of your
This is all the information that the
you can get
the Kinect driver provides
from
you.
the Microsoft Kinect, which is quite a lot, because you have your hand motion. You can use it not just to animate the end of a character, but anything.
So you don't have to use the whole rig. You can just use portions that you want.
Yeah, I want to show that because this is cool. We have a sample here. Give me the microphone so you have your hands free, and let's load this very simple thing. Okay. So this is a plane, a subdivided plane with two textures applied. Dave is activating the displacement using his hands. Just try to keep one hand down and show how it works. So up and down, it's going to make the texture appear or not. And when he moves on the XZ plane, he can actually move at the XZ plane like this.
It's hypnotic.
So you can be really creative. You can even just control a creature, by profile using your hand. We will show that in some of the next demos for sure. So this is what we're offering now with the pre-release of NevronMotion. Maybe turn it off. Try to. Dead.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back on. Thank you. So
that's
actually,
great.
NevronMotion is available now, today,
Yeah.
for a special price of $199. Normally it's $299.
Yeah.
You can buy it here at the show or at our website at lightwave3d.com.
Yeah, and since we have some more time, I would like some of you, to come up on stage and try to Kinect. Why not? I mean, you've been enjoying it.
Yes, I know. Why have it all to myself?
We
Would
need other
anybody like to come
monkeys.
up and try this out for themselves?
So, choose one. Who wants to come?
Who wants to come up? Oh, this guy. Old Navy. Come on up.
Come
on. You know you want to.
Come here. So come near me, Dave. Well, now he's
I'm
still
going to go on the other side.
Still tracking you.
All right. Well, let's see. Oh, there, you're controlling it.
Okay,
Let's,
so
let's bring up the user interface.
Yeah, what is amazing, of course, now you have to look at the Kinect there. Okay? Let me just do this. Oh, look, there is a guy. Okay,
Where's your head?
that's good.
There you are.
Okay, so what is cool is that he went upstage without any marker, without anything. It's just there and it's moving. The Kinect immediately has recognized him as human, which is already something incredible, I mean. And look at that.
Hey, no markers on him or anything.
No markers. We could record a performance. Of course, behind the stage you can find a Kinect which is available for any one of you that wants to perform a monkey like Dave. Okay, so, what's your name? Remington. So did you enjoy that? Do you like it? Do you think it works? Oh, that's good.
Let's hear
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, Remington.
Thank you. Come on.
So again, NevronMotion.
NevronMotion.
Yeah.
It's all in Lightwave.
Yeah.
And so I think we have time for some prizes. So let's get Kiki up here. I think we have a giveaway for, it looks like a Kinect.